I'll let you know when the lead-in's good. All right, bro, we're here.
Excelente. Welcome to all the wild and crazy people who dare to join the hacking of the Matrix.
Oh man, this is Papa Joe Gamer along with Hylunder, my brother. And this is a
Rock and
little
roll.
project that we decided to work on together. It was born out of him trying to keep from running people over on the freeway on his commute home. Yes, you're.
Yeah, absolutely. I work pretty far away from the house, so the good thing about that trip is I'm able to call family members on the way home because it's any time of the day. It could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour and 30 minutes. So it's always good to call family, and I always use that time to call my brother Joe John, and we have some good conversation.
So anyway, we gonna start things off today with a little top of the heap discussion. A little transition here, show you what's going on with the top of the heap. And today's top of the heap first subject is going to be, I think we're talking about Ukraine first, right, man? Yeah, yeah. The Ukraine.
It is 2022, and the idea that a country is waging war on another country is just beyond me.
Yeah, it's just silly, man. It's. Mm.
But when you have a little man who's been in power for 25 years or so, and you call it a democracy, whatever,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a bizarre thing going on there. And when you think you have problems, you don't have problems, right?
right, exactly. Well,
I mean,
just
gee
to give
whiz.
folks a little context, both me and my brother are ex-military, and we both served during the time when the Berlin Wall was still up, and
Give it up for the brothers and sisters holding it
Ronnie
down.
Reagan
God bless y'all.
Ronnie Reagan was in the office when we were in. So, uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's back in the Stone Age. So, I just gotta say, I don't think there's an innocent party in this conflict going on right now. The only innocents are the ones being hurt by the whole thing. And one thing we've noticed out of this whole deal is just the lengths these guys are willing to go to, and it's you know, I don't. They really haven't. They're plastering so much anti-Russian stuff on television right now that we can't even fathom what they're doing. They cut off gas to Poland and Bulgaria yesterday. So now they're going to use energy as a weapon on it. So I don't know.
And I'm sure the pundits and the talking heads are going to use that as the scapegoat for the 30-cent price hike on the gas overnight. I literally drove by the gas pump yesterday and it was 3.69. I drove by it today,
Wow,
3.99.
man. Yeah, Danny, he likes to post the gas prices on his Facebook page. Yeah, for sure.
And there's no narrative. It's just
Just there it
there it
is.
is.
There it is, folks. That's what you
There it
got.
is.
That's what you're dealing with.
And let me just say, that gas price was going up before the Russian thing happened. So that was happening anyway.
Yep.
And again, the powers that be like to look at us like we just don't know anything. And those prices were going up pre-war time, and then they're gonna cloak the whole thing in, oh, it's Russian this and Russian that. Nah, sorry, not buying it.
I got to
Not
say hi to
buying
the
it.
chat, Dan. I know you can't see this, but my buddy Ronimus Knock has said hi to us, and looks like the Fair
All right,
Foxy is on too. My better half is watching as well. She said hi in the chat. Hi guys, thanks
very
for
cool. Hello,
watching.
hello.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make sure now, guys, the replay of this is going to be on YouTube. If you watch this whole thing live, that's great. Appreciate it, but I need to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube so that we can do this on YouTube. That's where we really want to be doing it. So when I post the replay on Sunday, make sure you go and like and share and subscribe and all that stuff, okay? But anyway, the next big thing that happened this week is Mr. Musk. Mr. Musk is stirring the pot.
Yeah.
The modern day Tony Stark, as my son David likes to call him. He has decided he's going to spend $44 billion on Twitter and bring back free speech, according to him. Let me read this out of his Twitter. The day he bought it, he said, "Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. I also want to make Twitter better than ever by enhancing the product with new features, making the algorithms open source to increase trust, defeating the spam bots, and authenticating all humans. Twitter has tremendous potential. I look forward to working with the company and the community of users to unlock it." And if you don't know what he's talking about there, Dan, there's rumor,
Well, I know
whatever,
he's saying all the right
yeah,
things.
that there's spam bots and all this other stuff. What's happened because of this, what I've seen, and a lot of YouTubers are talking about it, is how many more followers they're getting all of a sudden on YouTube. And it's because of all the media hype, people are coming back to Twitter all of a sudden. Uh-oh.
Well, I mean,
Amanda
he's
Michelle's in here, by the way. Your niece. She's watching too.
yeah. Hello, Manders. He is speaking to a population. He's saying all the right things, but rest assured, you don't spend that kind of money and not have an agenda. So it's, you can, let's see how that goes, because we've seen people before wave the flag and wave the patriotism, and in the background, they've got a whole different agenda. So um, I am not for the censorship. I am not for, you know, uh, special interest groups, silencing voices of somebody or entities that they don't agree with. So maybe this guy will open that up, because I do believe there was some censorship going on all the social media platforms. And who knows? I mean, freedom of speech is what it is. It's not always a pleasant thing. It's not always a beautiful thing, but it is a right that we have in this country. And hopefully by him making the purchase, maybe it'll open it up to free speech for everybody across the board. We don't have to like what everybody says. It's we're not going to like everything that everybody says, but you have to be. I mean, you would think you would be cordial and just try to create a conversation, right? Because that's the only way you build bridges, is create conversation and find the middle ground if you're even interested in that. So there you
Yeah.
go. That's my take on it.
Well, Ronimus Knox
So,
says, I don't know if it's the liberals leaving Twitter, but True Social has been getting an uptick. Yeah, even Elon Musk, I don't have it here, but I could probably pull it up, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. But Musk even tweeted out that True Social is the number one download as far as social apps on the Apple Store right now. But there's problems with that as well, though, because if you own a Samsung phone, you can't even use it. They're only on Apple right now. But that, if you don't know what True Social is, Dan, that's Trump's new thing that he's pushing. It's his social network. Anyway, he says if true about he says if true, it would be funny because that's Trump's social media platform. Haha. Yeah. Yeah, it is true, but the thing is, it's only available in the App Store. Nobody with a Samsung phone, which is, from what I understand, like 60 or 70% of the market is Androids, can use it.
I think, let me just interject here, Joe John, just for a second. And for anybody that is watching this thing, these are purely our opinions. We are just speaking out of turn, and we're just talking about how we feel about what we see. We are by no means experts in any of this stuff.
We're not biologists.
But we're just
we're not biologists.
Yeah, we're just speaking and having a conversation. So feel free to interject.
Chime in.
But please be cordial. That whole interject and being an asshole. I mean,
hey,
that's not cool at all. So be cool, interject, and be part of the program for real. And every day I learn something, so that's always good.
I hear you. Okay, so the next thing, let's see. Okay, so what is a woman? What's your opinion? Oh, good Lord. I'm not a biologist, bro. I can't tell what a woman is. Actually, I can't tell what a woman is, but I'm not going to describe it here.
Say, man,
really.
Really, don't do that.
I don't want to claim to be a biologist, though. Okay. I got to get my notes up here, man. I got everything. I got all the production stuff up, but I don't have my notes up. I suck.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can help you.
No, I got it. I just got to bring it up. That's all. I just, I'm boomering it.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp.
That's what.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Oh
yeah, I got a funny clip to show the folks on this. You may not. You're not going to see it, Dan. But
that's all right. I don't really care to see it.
I will show it to these folks. This is from Rekieta Law.
Heard whooping on Jack Sparrow. That's
right. It's stupid. Anyway, this is from my boy Rekieta Law, who's covering the trial, and he decided. Go Depp, Ron says. I'm down with Heard. Yeah, hell yeah.
Down with Heard, hold it down, Depp. There you go.
And my daughter says, are y'all going to talk how Amber Heard shit on Johnny Depp's bed? No, we're not going to get into the details of that. But
that's so cool, man.
But let's show you some of the comedy that's going on in the courtroom right here. Let's check out.
We're not seeing that video, are we,
Let's check out Johnny Depp. Rob, let's hope not. This is on my guy Rekieta Law's channel. Man. This is Johnny Depp's lawyers, and they are objecting to their own question. Check it out.
You didn't know what could cause damage to Mr. Depp's hand while you were there on March 8th, correct?
Dr. Kipper told me he sustained an injury on one of his fingers.
Objection, hearsay.
Wait, you asked the question.
Injury to his finger. Yes. You don't know what caused the injury.
Idiot. One of his fingers.
But you don't know what caused. You don't know how.
Is Depp laughing there?
Man, he can't help himself.
Depp put his hand up in front of his face there for a minute.
Same objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
it's funny shit, Dan. That's on our man Rekieta Law's channel. You should check him out.
My buddy Tommy Hennebury showed me that video this morning. The guy asked the question, then he freaking objects. And
like,
who are you under there?
But anyway,
I'm vengeance.
That whole thing. Neither one of those people are innocent. They're Hollywood flakes. But what I am enjoying seeing is we're finding out about Amber Heard and just how crazy it is. Johnny, he's just
he's
dysfunctional as anybody, but he's not.
They make a great pair.
One thing for sure, we're finding out he's not a white beater.
They say angels built this city,
But it's the 5 families that made it New Capenna. We deserved the respect we demanded. Look, no family's perfect, but we know how to motivate people.
Go at them. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah, hey, look, this is the first time we're doing this. She let me know that I had the Batman audio going.
There you go.
We had audio going from another page. But anyway, so yeah, those two aren't innocent, and I hope Johnny at least vindicates himself in the whole thing. I don't care if he gets any money or not, but one thing's for sure, she's just a gold digger. That's the only word I got for her, man. That's what she is, and that's the way it is. Okay, we're going to move on to the next subject that I know Ron is worried about, and that's, what did you have? I'm sorry, I cut you off, Dan. What were you going to say?
No, I was just wondering, is this thing being shown live on court TV or anything? Or
Yeah,
is it
absolutely.
All these.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That is crazy, right? And so I wonder what people love to see a train wreck.
Yeah, they do. Oh, yeah.
Especially if it's a celebrity train wreck. They love to see that.
My man, Rekieta Law, he's got 3 or 4 lawyers commenting on it, and it's a riot. They crack me up, man, because they're the kind of guys that during the trial will sit there and go, why aren't you objecting to this? They go off about it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, she is a psycho, Ron. Okay, Ron's going to like this segment. We're going to go on to the Jock Strap, boys and girls. Jock Strap. We're going to check out some things going on in the world of sports, boys and girls. We got a spring football league. We got all kinds of stuff going on now. So, first thing.
Now, is it right that the draft is starting at 8 o'clock?
Yeah, it's starting in 10 minutes.
Eastern, 7 o'clock.
Starting in 10 minutes. Jada will finally be getting a break because now we're obsessed with Johnny and Amber. Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, we're just.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about Jada.
That shiny object. That shiny object.
Yeah, right.
That shiny object.
Anything to take our eyes off of it, right? Ron,
you know what I mean?
Ronimus Knock is saying, "Go Stallions." That's the team he's going for, Dan. And our New Orleans Breakers are going up against him. And they're both undefeated. Both of them 2-0 this weekend. Which day is it, Ron?
And they're all playing at the same venues, right?
Right now they're starting off just in Birmingham. So no matter who the home team is, Birmingham's got, the Stallions got home field advantage in every game they play.
Wow.
So, but I'm glad to see they're trying the spring league out. The one thing I've got to say, guys, and let me put this up so you guys can see it, about the big game coming up here. Where's my browser? And I believe I've got that story right here. Yeah, the big game this weekend, an early season USFL treat. Saturday's Down South showdown between the Birmingham Stallions and the New Orleans Breakers. Feels like a prize fight between two heavyweights. That's because it is. That's what Fox Sports is saying. Of course, they are showing the game, so,
How does Birmingham get the venue? How did that happen?
That's just where they've set up their headquarters, Dan. That's where they're based out of right now. And,
really?
That's where they set up all the teams and did all the practice. And they did their kickoff weekend. They did some good video on all this stuff. Ron says it's at 7 p.m. Eastern Saturday, so it's 6 o'clock our time, Dan. Who will be next? Yeah, Amanda's asking who will be next on the shiny object list for us to pay attention to. But anyway,
really.
Yeah, the NFL draft is going on tonight. According to Knock, now, he told me that, let me pull the text up, and you can put the number in the chat if you want to, Knock. He told me 650,000 people are at the draft. It's in Vegas this year, Dan.
Are they? What's the venue? Is it the same place where maybe the Golden Knights play, or? Anyway, that's a lot of people for the draft.
Yeah, they're doing it in
That is
Vegas.
for sure.
I'm not. I saw the stage earlier. I think it's at the end of it. Last time they did it in Tennessee, they did it at the end of a street on an open air venue, and I think that's what they're doing again this time, right? Right, Ron? I think they have an open air venue where they could have tons of people out there, but they've got seats right there by the stage. I think that's what it is. But anyway, yeah, he's agreeing with me. He says, before we move on from the USFL, he says last week one of the teams actually went for a three-pointer after a score and got it. I don't know if you checked out the rules, Dan, but they can actually go for 3 points. I think you have to do it from the 15. Isn't that right, Ron? Something like that? I believe that's it. No, from the 10. You have to get in from the 10 to get a 3-point conversion.
3 points.
You can do 3 points. You can do 1, 2, or 3.
That's interesting.
You do the 1 point. The 1 and 2, I believe, are just like the NFL. It's a 15-yard field goal and a try from the 2-yard line.
What's their overtime rules? Is it the same as the NFL?
They go to a shootout, like hockey.
I really, I really wish they had just stayed with the sudden death that they had for time immemorial.
You know it, man.
Because as they progress and as they try to appease this and appease that, it's just going to get out of hand, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just do the sudden death. You stop them on defense, you get the ball. If you don't stop them, you lose. Yeah. I mean, everybody can't win. So there you go.
No, not every team can get a participation award. Ron's saying that they do a shootout, best 2 out of 3. That's what it is. Right now I'm showing on the browser, Dan, a couple of mock drafts, and looks like everybody's agreeing that Trayvon Walker out of Georgia is going to go number 1. That was my pick too. Knox going to let us know. He's going to text me at 7 o'clock, whenever they make the pick. But the draft starts at 7, and looks like they're pretty much all agreeing on the top 3 picks. Ron says it's a tryout league, some place to test out new rules. Yeah, absolutely. The thing, what I was going to say earlier, we get to talking, and I'm a boomer. I'm going to friggin' forget half of what I'm talking about. What I wanted to say earlier about, I like what they're doing in that league as far as trying out new rules and stuff, but the drone cam, they got to get rid of that crap. That right there is making me sick. That drone cam, I don't mind sky cam. Dan, they've added a drone cam to this thing, and it's like, it'll make you sick if you're watching it on a big TV. It's ridiculous. It's just herky-jerky as hell.
I have to confess, I haven't watched a game. I really haven't watched a game. I really need to sit down and watch to see what's going on. Football as a whole, for me, I enjoyed the college game much more so than the pro game. A lot of the fundamentals that we grew up with, you don't see anymore. So then that enhances the scoring that you see. Hitting zones, where you can hit, where you can't hit, who's protecting the quarterbacks. It's difficult to watch for me sometimes, Some things that they can easily get away with. And you put some of those quarterbacks like a Moreno.
Dude, if Dan Marino was playing today, he'd throw for 7,000 yards a season. Are you kidding me? Oh,
right.
my
Dan
God.
Fouts, remember the numbers he put up in the late 70s with the Chargers?
Unbelievable.
Some of those quarterbacks would just thrive in today's game, for real. So it's a different game. It's just like watching the NBA.
Yeah.
It's a different game.
Hockey,
NBA.
Speaking of that, they're in the playoffs now. Let me throw up let me throw up the brackets for that. Guys, the NBA playoffs are in full swing. Our Boston Celtics swept the team they were playing. I'm not guaranteeing anything out of them, but they have the champs next, Dan. They have the Milwaukee Bucks next.
Yes,
sir.
Yep.
They do. And the Bucks, they lost 1. They went 4-1 against Chicago. So,
well, it's like Ric Flair says, to be the man,
you got to beat the man, baby.
You got to beat the man.
So let's go ahead and beat the man. Now we're seeded number 2, and they're seeded number 3. So we got home court. So that's good.
Right.
That's good. But I'm not even following this, guys. I don't. It's just not the game I grew up with, man. The game we
Right.
grew up with, in the fourth quarter, you drove the paint. If you had the lead, you drove the paint, got physical. These guys just roll up on the three-point line and let it fly now. And everybody else is rebounders. It's ridiculous, man. I'm just,
Yeah,
I
it's a
can't.
different game.
It's not that I just, yeah, I'm a boomer, man. I just can't figure it
Well,
out.
you look at all the major sports. Well, take baseball out, and even to that some degree, they've with the pitcher's mound and the smaller stadiums, every sport is looking to increase the offensive flow
Yeah,
to score more points, and that's for hockey,
yeah.
that's for basketball, and that's for. I tell you right now, the NBA has just fallen in love with this 3-point line.
Yeah.
And it's made the game. I used to watch the same game in the YMCA. They've taken the power forward and the center right out of the game, and I always go harken back to this one highlight I saw. It was the end of the game. The team needed 2 points to tie, a 3 to win if you want. They had a 5-on-1, and all 5 of the offensive players fanned out to the 3-point line. They chucked it up, bricked it up, lost
That's
the game.
crazy. Yeah, Ron's over here picking on
It's
me
just
because of my age. He said, yeah, in the 1930s, basketball was nuts.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if it wasn't for the Bird Magic year, you wouldn't have NBA right now. So
That's
thank
a
you very
fact.
much.
That's a fact.
And now they're killing the
Yeah.
game. So there's no doubt their viewership has gone right in the tank. I think to revitalize the NBA, get rid of the 3-point line.
Wow.
Then you'd bring your power forwards and your centers back into the game.
Yeah, that would definitely change the game. Then it would get a lot more physical again. It damn sure would.
Yep.
You get rid of that 3-point line, and yeah, they'd be driving the paint again, wouldn't they? I mean,
I think it was 1980 is when they brought the 3-point line into the NBA. And now it's just
we watch some of the
it's
best
really killing the game.
basketball you'll ever see right here in the room I'm sitting in. This is the room that me and Danny grew up in, that I'm sitting in right now. We had bunk beds in here, and we used to watch basketball right here on the TV set in our room. And those Magic Bird Wars were just awesome. That's the last time I really followed. Well, I take that back. I did follow it when Jordan was nice enough to retire for a couple of years, and Houston went on their run because they're my favorite team in the West. And so I actually, one of the fondest memories I have is an NBA memory. It's watching the entire finals when Houston swept Shaq when he was a rookie. With Orlando. Oh, Dan, just relax. It's because we went to Hooters and watched every game. Me and Dad did. I was up there in Virginia. Yeah, I was staying with him. I think I was going through my first divorce at the time. It was crazy. But anyway.
Yeah, for me, it was I really gave up on the NBA after the Jordan era.
Yeah.
You could see the way that the flow of the game was going out, and now you got guys throwing them up 5-6 feet beyond the arc and just.
Yeah. Do you want to throw? Do you want to throw a comment in about the Bruins making it to the playoffs before we step out of here?
Well, they made it again. I think this is the 12th year in a row that they've made the playoffs. They've got a solid team, but there's a lot of parity in the NHL. It really is survival of the fittest, and what goalie gets hot in the playoffs? And they haven't started yet. They're still vying for position.
Right.
Dallas
just I was going to say Dallas just committed. Yeah, they just made it. Yep.
So it really is. You get a goalie that gets hot in the playoffs, first or last seed, he can really carry you through and win. And a lot of times in the NHL, the team that's supposed to win doesn't win. So it's exciting time for a hockey fan. It really is.
Well, just to give you guys some context. That's Danny's sport, is the NHL.
Yeah.
He's got the the NHL network, so he can watch every Bruins game and everything. That's his sport. So with the playoffs heating up there in the weeks to come, you're going to hear a lot about the NHL during our Jock Strap section. And we don't even want to talk about baseball because it's early in the season, which means
it's too
Boston
early
is
in the
just
season,
sucking, and we don't even want to talk about that.
Too early in the season.
Yeah.
Too early.
Yeah, they got to get on there. They got to get out of their early to late spring swoon
early mid late
Uh-oh,
season
Amanda
swoon,
chimed.
as
She
me
heard Red
and
Sox
Manders.
chimed in with yeehaw. She still loves the Red Sox, man. Okay,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right. So our next section we got is called the Flix. The Flix, man. We're gonna talk about all the movies we love and what's going on in Hollywood and all that good stuff. That's what we got going on in this section right here. Let's see if I.
Fantastic Beast.
Yeah, let me bring that up real quick and we'll talk about it. Go for it, man.
And I have to say, I'm sure Kim liked it, but and I guess if you're a fan of Harry Potter, I can't follow the story. I couldn't even get through the first Harry Potter, but I do remember buying all the books for the kids. And if you're a big Potter fan, I guess that's something that you dig. I don't know how well it's doing in the box office. I don't know how well it's doing.
Well, let me clue you in, Dan. I've got this graphic up here, and you have to excuse me. Dan can't see what I'm showing here because he's on Skype. He can only see me on the phone, but I'll explain it for those of you that can't see too well on the screen. The box office this past weekend, number one at the box office. Now, look, guys, we've got a couple of major productions. I never give spoilers. No spoilers. Don't worry about that. We're just talking about the regular. Yeah, Dan, no spoilers. We can't give out spoilers.
I do a memory dump after every movie I watch. That's why I can go back and watch them again and again and again and again.
So anyway, we've got Sonic the Hedgehog out. We've got Fantastic Beasts. We got The Northman. We've got Nick Cage. Dude, I may have to go see that Nick Cage movie. That looks like it's going to be funny as all get out, dude. Have you seen the preview for that thing?
I have, and I'm a huge fan of Nick Cage.
Oh, God.
Fan. I'll watch any. You know, he does so many straight-to-video stuff that's not even because, I guess, financial blah, blah, blah with him. But I will watch any movie he puts out.
Amanda said.
Him, that, take them all.
Amanda says, "How about the fact that Ezra Miller keeps assaulting people but keeps getting roles?" Well, I don't know. Is he getting roles? Because the movies we're watching with him in them were made a couple of years ago. They're just now getting to the theater. I don't know that he's getting any roles right. I don't know if anybody wants to touch him with a 10-foot pole. Ron, I'm going to talk about The Northman here in a second. I've seen it, and it is the best way I can put it is think Excalibur merged with Braveheart. It's got a little bit of the mystical, but it is not for the timid. This is a rated R movie. It's almost leaning towards rated X just for the violence. It's ridiculously brutal, that movie is. Oh, God, they're going on and on about Ezra Miller. But anyway, getting to the box office for this weekend. With all these big blockbusters out.
Who is Ezra Miller for us ignorant folks in the audience?
Ignorant folks
today?
in the audience. That is the Flash in the DC EU.
Oh, yeah. I guess he has had some issues, hasn't he?
He was, I think he's playing the young.
I dig him as the Flash. I don't know what else he's doing in his personal life. But I dig him in the Flash.
Not everybody does. I've talked to big Flash fans, and
what?
Dude, you're not going to believe this. A lot of them want.
Somebody disagrees.
A lot of them want that guy from the CW to take his place. I mean, they want Crying Boy to take his place. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I guess they want the puss, not the Flash. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I guess.
But anyway,
man,
let me get to the box office receipts this weekend. Number one, with all these blockbusters out, number one was The Bad Guys, pulling in almost 24 million, an animated movie about villains for kids. That was the number one movie. It outdid Sonic the Hedgehog in its second week. Now it is the second week. It made 15 million. It saw about a 46% drop off. Number three was Fantastic Beasts. It was number one the week before, but in its opening weekend, for a movie that size with that much power behind it, it only made like between 40 and 50 million domestically in its first weekend. and it only made 14
Yeah,
this weekend. It only did $2 million more than The Northman, and it should be doing a lot
the budget
better
for that movie, the Beast movie, whatever
Oh,
it
it's-
is, had to be
they're,
through
they're
the
not
roof.
they're not
man.
going to make their money back on it. They're just not. And one that my number 5, rounding out the top 5, was The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is this this maniac Nicolas Cage's new movie. So that should be fun. And just missing the top 5 was Amanda can tell us about Everything Everywhere All at Once. She went and saw that with her husband the other day. So
Everything, everywhere, all
yep,
at once.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. It looks like an acid trip to me, Dan. It's okay. Imagine a multiverse, right? But
Oh, already I'm
yeah,
getting already.
it looks like The One to me. If you ever saw that movie, I have not seen the movie before. So
With what's the little guy's name? Great. You talking about the martial artist guy? The one?
yeah, what I'm saying is it's several different versions of the same person colliding. Is what it looks
Okay.
like. Okay, Jags are on the clock. They're in the draft. Let's see. Amanda says, it's amazing. It's ridiculous. It made me laugh and cry. So, hey, that's it.
It made you kiss $20. Goodbye.
Right. So, okay, they're on the clock. Knock will let us know what the number 1 pick is. Let's see. So,
My favorite movie in the past year, well, for a while now, is The Batman.
yep.
I love that
Yep.
movie. And I was so happy to see that guy's coming back for a sequel. I
Yes,
really like him
that
in
was
that role.
that was announced at the DC get together the other day. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
That is awesome.
Well, I mean, you look at this guy Matt Reeves, guys, and he's done some decent stuff. If you're into the Cloverfield franchise, he did that one. I think
oh, really?
yeah.
I dig those.
His
yeah.
IMDb page says that he's known for The Batman, of course. Let Me In. He wrote that one, apparently. He wrote for the Planet of the Apes, and he directed Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. He took over that Planet of the Apes franchise.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the guy's stuff. I thought the Batman was a little long. He could have edited some of that out, but all in all, the aesthetic and everything is awesome. I knew you were going to dig it as soon as I saw it. I said, oh, yeah, this is dark. He's going to dig it. Yep.
Dig that.
But I
dig
like
that.
this
It
guy,
was
Matt Reeves. He seems to be pretty cool. He seems to be pretty cool. I like him a lot. All right, let's see. What's our next subject we going into here? Let's see. I keep losing my stuff. Who's your favorite Batman, by the way? I wanted to ask you that. Who is your favorite Batman? And should we make subcategories here? Should we make it who's your favorite Bruce Wayne and who's your favorite Batman?
My favorite Bruce Wayne Batman is Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck?
Yes.
Ron says Bale. He loves Bale.
Ben Affleck brings the older Batman. He brings the anger, the frustration, the craziness that Bruce Wayne has and Batman has it, and just the selflessness, man.
Yeah.
He sees justice, and he's going to do whatever it takes to get that justice. I really loved what he brought to that character. Michael Keaton, obviously, is close second.
Amanda says best Batman, Robert Pattinson. Of course, she's in love with that guy. And
He's good, man. He's real good.
She and I agree on the best Bruce Wayne, though. Michael Keaton. That's the best Bruce Wayne there ever was, if you ask me. Yes, for sure. Absolutely. My favorite. Yeah, Rhonda always goes with what's his name? Val Kilmer. Yeah. She's all about Val Kilmer. We just watched that the other day, by the way. We watched Batman Forever. It's Joel Schumacher. You get dizzy watching that one.
No doubt.
You get dizzy.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? You get dizzy.
Yes. Dizzy.
But
dizzy.
at least he hadn't put nipples in the bat suit yet. But
Oh.
Keaton is my favorite Bruce Wayne, and and my favorite Batman is, I agree with you, it's big guy Ben Affleck. Well, he's the only one out of all of them that wasn't a dwarf. I mean, the guy's big. He's supposed to be big and imposing. Okay, so our next section, boys and girls, has to do with some craziness going on. Earthquakes, things that influence culture globally. These earthquakes, these things that just jog everything up. And the first thing I want to highlight in that one is, of course, Elon Musk. He is definitely,
I think it starts and ends right there. Right?
He is definitely blowing it up. I'm showing a tweet right now from my guy Ryan Kinel, and it's a picture of him with a minigun. It looks like he's inside. I don't know where he's at, but he's holding a minigun, and his tweet reads, "Imagine what will happen when Elon starts really finding out all the shit that Twitter activists have been doing behind the scenes." Yeah, it's.
Well, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat, dude. Go ahead, dude.
No, it'll be interesting to see what he brings to Twitter, if anything. People are so up in arms by he bought it, and there's just the Earth's going to explode or something because this guy bought it. Be interesting to see if anything changes at all. Usually like that, people get up in arms and then nothing really changes, and all the drama and hoopla was all for nothing.
All right, drum roll. The pick is in. Ron will be letting us know pretty quick who the first pick in the draft is. Like I said, it looks like it's going to be that lineman from Georgia. But okay, so. What else did I have here?
The Jaguars have the number 1 pick, is that right?
Yep, they sure do. Oh, the other thing that came under earthquakes is what's going on with Disney, man. Walt Disney would be turning over in his damn grave.
They put themselves out there. Man. I mean, they had a really sweet deal, a good business setup with Florida, and then they decided to come out with a political stance.
Mm-hmm.
And now all their goodies are going to get taken away from them.
Well, that's still to be seen. There's some mitigating circumstances that have come up here recently, but it's first they signed that they put that bill into the legislature about kids that young from kindergarten to 3rd grade don't need to be knowing about gender identity and all that,
No, I'm sorry. We need to let our kids just grow up naturally,
kids,
and we need to, be kids for a bit. Life is going to come at them pretty damn quick, but no, I don't believe in all that teaching them that subject matter that early in their life. I don't. No, I'm not for
and
that.
Then Chapek
but
said,
that's just my opinion.
Chapek said he was going to try and fight it, and that's, if. I don't understand why a company that is trying to make money, you're trying to make money. Now, when you're trying to make money, the pick is in. It's Trevor Walker, the Bulldog linebacker, is the number 1 pick in the draft. Let's hear it for the champs. How about them dogs? Well, now, okay, let's make this clear too, guys. Danny bleeds purple and gold, okay? He's sitting on his LSU Tiger throw right now. So he bleeds purple and gold, so he has no love for the Georgia Bulldogs. He has respect for them, though. He has no respect for Bama.
Yep.
None whatsoever.
None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. You'll not get anything from me. It's like me rooting for the Yankees. No, never. It will never happen. Never.
Oh, man. Go ahead, Ron. I'm not even worried about that right now. I'm going to check it out once we're done here. We're going to be done in about 10 minutes anyway.
Let me just say this about the Disney thing. Disney grew its company, became well, they're everywhere. They are deep pockets. They are the deep pockets. And then all of a sudden, at this point in time in the global history, they decide to put themselves out there.
It's
And you're right that they do have a customer base. I think they're going to have a problem.
yeah, it's
Real problem.
well, they've already had protesters outside the gates of that place. I mean, it's they
Happened to the NFL, and they switched their tune.
yeah they
real
did.
Quick.
Yeah, when they
Cannot
started losing
stop your
money, they
nose
sure did, man. They
to your
dropped it
customer.
quick. They did. I don't think anybody that's trying to make money needs to get political, because you want as many people getting your product as you can.
Hey, support your causes. Do that in the background. Do your thing. But when you put yourself out there on a public forum like that,
With a product,
you really there is going to be repercussions to your actions.
you don't need
Good or bad, there's going to be a repercussion.
Yep. Okay, so let's see what we got left here. Oh yeah. Oh, did I not put that up? I sure didn't.
You didn't put that
I didn't
up.
put up my.
How dare
I
you?
didn't.
What the
I
F,
suck.
bro?
Well, the turn out the lights section will have a nice little graphic next week. Yeah, I didn't get the knockouts in there. I got a cool one with that. Oh, Mike just jacked that one guy, didn't he? Oh my gosh. But anyway, then of course, well, they'll see it next week, Dan. It's not like they're not going to tune in again. You know what I'm saying?
The world could
and they're going to bring
today.
friends next week. They're going to tell their friends. You know, they're going to find out. But anyway, I wanted to show. I wanted to show my favorite meme of the week, and Danny, you've seen this one. It is the Meal Team 6 meme. Remember the one I sent you?
Meal Team.
Yeah,
6.
I'll read it. It's from somebody I follow. Somebody I follow on Twitter. He's. I'm sorry, guys. I'm seeing this again, and it's just making me laugh. His name's SierraWiskey. He's an ex-Marine vet, and he says this is missing blue hair and a septum piercing. And the meme says some Americans are saying they will go to the Ukraine and fight. And then it says, pipe down, Meal Team 6. You ain't going to do shit. And it's DiCaprio, only looks really fat. And he's got an AR on. And all of his stuff in his utility belt's got friggin' potato chips. Subway sandwiches, a big gulp, a big thing of McDonald's French fries. I sent you that on whatchamacallit there.
I think I remember seeing that, man.
It's my favorite meme of the week, man. I just thought that was hilarious. And I'll be bringing you guys my favorite meme of the week every week. Your parting thoughts, Daniel.
My parting thoughts are humans being, man. I mean, every day I'm surprised by what we do, what we say, and it's a it's a crazy clown show every day, next day. So you just try to make light of things, stay the course, and as far as our show together, it's going to be good to do something like this and have a little bit of fun and be able to poke fun at the seriousness around the world. And let's just pray for those people in Ukraine, and let's pray for people around the world that don't have. They just don't have, and they need help.
Yeah.
So let's just pray for them, and let's laugh a little bit while we can.
That's it. And my parting thought this week has to do with Ukraine as well, and that's why I chose that meme. Because my son David said that if he didn't have his family, he'd be heading over there. And I told him, and I say this to every veteran out there, we need you. Don't even think about getting involved in that. Stay right here at home because we don't know what's coming next. We need you right here with us. You've done your bid for king and country. Amen. Stay here. Let that play out. And let's take care of our own, okay? I mean, you take care of yourselves because if you're not taking care of yourself, guys, you're not taking care of anybody, all right?
Right.
So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm gonna let one of our trailers roll for the credits, and we will see you next time. And look, let's when I post the replay of this on YouTube, you guys, even if you watch the whole show, just go over there, like it, subscribe to it, and spread the word, guys. As soon as I can get 1,000 people up. All right, take care, Ron. It was good to see you. As soon as I get 1,000 followers on YouTube, we'll be doing that there, and it will really increase what we can do with the show on YouTube. Okay, thanks, darling. I appreciate it. They're saying good show in the chat. Dan.
God bless everyone.
All right, you guys
See you
take
next
it
week.
easy, and we'll see you next time.